All right, family, Black Power. Black Power is the truth hour with General Sarasu and Seti. Kick back. Get your mind ready for some information that's guaranteed to be heavy. That's right, family. It's going down this Sunday. Yes, it is. It's going down this Sunday. We talking about creatures from the Caucasus end game, the prophecy fulfillment. We want you in the place. We want you in the place because it's a lot of powerful information that you must have in this war, you understand, of liberation. You got to know yourself and you got to know your enemy. You see, you got to know both, in order to be successful in this revolutionary war, family, if you haven't won. If you ain't in one, you ain't going to win no way. But if you're trying to win, then you most definitely need to have this in your resume. You got to know the possibilities. You got to know the impossibilities. You got to know the probabilities. The only way you can know those, you understand, the probabilities, the impossibilities, and the possibilities, if you know your enemy and you know yourself. If you do not know that, then there's no way for you to know. And so we want you in the house. And not only this Sunday coming up, also next Sunday, we're talking about July 16th. We're talking about Freemasonry Exposed. We didn't have some of the family in the house. Freemasonry Exposed, shocking revelation, going down Sunday, July 16th. Go ahead, baby. Go on your mama card. Yep. Mm-hmm. Go ahead, baby. Close the doors back. Close the door back. Yeah, close it back. Go ahead. Without slamming them. Yeah. Bye-bye. Yeah. Okay. My baby in here she wasn't ready to sit in here no way. She just want to be nosy. You understand? Coming here dropping stuff and all that. And I don't know what made me think she was going to sit in here no way. But anyway, we gave her the chance. that's gonna be the last chance too. You see what I'm saying? And so we want you in the house, family. We want you in the house this Sunday and next Sunday. So go to generalseti.ticketleap.com. It's right there in the video description. It's in the chat, most definitely. Raiden dropped it in there. Click that link. Get on over there to generalseti.ticketleap.com and get your ticket today. That's right. We're excited and delighted to be accepting members to the Sarasu and Seti YouTube page, a dynamic page. You already know what it is. A dynamic page. We dropping tonight 5 and 6 damn videos or nothing but powerful information. That's what we do for you. You understand what I'm saying? We change it up. Some niggas sit up there and talk about the same shit for 3 hours. And here we make sure we change subjects over here. 30 minutes. Boom. We move on. 30 minutes. And I make sure that I get in there and I go to work. You understand? After my intro, I go to work. I get straight to it, family. And so we want you to become a member because we got a lot of powerful packages for your family. All you have to do is click the join link in the chat in the video description. It'll give you a video introduction rundown on the memberships, what they entail. If you see one that you like, you should most definitely join. And even if you don't, we appreciate you. Over here at Sarasu and Seti's YouTube page, make sure you continue to engage. Make sure you continue to advance. That's right. Ring the alarm, kingseti.com, online marketplace. That's right. Official General Sarasu and Seti DVD lectures, t-shirts, tank tops, hoodies. And we got 25% off at this time, family. We got 25% off at this time. Selected items, selected products. So you can see something that you like, you understand, and get you a 25% discount right now. We got the tank tops for the sisters, the t-shirts for the kings and queens, even the children. We got the coffee mugs, Black Power coffee mug, tote bags for the kings and queens, for to put your computer in, your tablet. We got the African and Kemetic jewelry. So get over there to kingseti.com. 25% off selected products at this time. Pull the fire alarm, generalseti.com, Seti University, over 1,000 video presentations on African history, heritage, spirituality, nation building, mental warfare, advanced African academics developing the Black nation one lesson at a time. The complete General Cyrus Seti website with all the subjects that you know and love from ancient Egypt, New World, occult, a library and video catalog, African origins of the Hindu Kush, Olmec, voyages of the Nile, the holy black mother of creation, civilization, rise of the Neanderthal, God deception, all the religions exposed, man, classic hidden information, videos that never been seen before. Get on over there, check it out. Thank me later, generalseti.com, Seti University. Seti, keep it popping on Patreon, BPC, making noise, we never come. Exclusive live stream, too hard to handle on YouTube, but just so exquisite, we give it to our family on Patreon. Just dropped a 4-part series, Clarence Thomas's secret connection to the Jesuits, also to the Skull and Bones, also to the Bohemian Grove, all with the receipts. You'd be shocked. And it was so shocking that I said I got to do at least 2 more on this nigga to put the icing on the cake. Also, Clarence Thomas's secret connection with a Nazi sympathizer. Man, this shit is crazy. It goes on, and that's his boyfriend right there. So they're telling you something. So I want you in the house, family. Make sure you subscribe to all my YouTube channels, King Seti, General Seti, Cyrus Seti. Rock that notification bell. Give the video a thumbs up. Like it because you love it. Share it with your family and friends, and comment. Just don't say nothing stupid, because I will ban your ass. Now, today we're going to be dealing with the ancient Egyptian temple, mother of the Christian church. The ancient Egyptian temple, mother of the Christian church. And I know we have some family in here that was brothers of the craft, so I'm glad that you're here so we can drop this. You understand what I'm saying? For the family, and make sure that, that listen, this is masterful work. This is masterful work, family. We not, you know what I'm saying? Now, let's get straight to this. We don't want to hold it up. We want to spend the rest of this presentation, you understand, dropping this fire. And so the thing is this. Once people see this, and I'm going to break each one down separately. I'm not going to run them, I'm not going to do, we're not going to do that. You see what I'm saying? And so they say this is old St. Peter's Basilica. I don't believe nothing of the nature. This ain't no, you know what I'm saying? Nothing of the nature. Okay, but there was no old St. Peter's Basilica, but I just put that in there because even in the diagram of old St. Peter's Basilica, it is nothing more but a reconstruction of the Egyptian temple. Now, let's jump straight into it. So what they call, matter of fact, let me come down. Let's start there. You see, when we talk about the Ishtar Gate, you see what I'm saying? The Ishtar Gate is nothing but the pylon of ancient Egypt or Nubia. Okay, ancient Egypt and Nubia. And so most of these niggas out here talking about that the Mesopotamia ain't never brought nothing to ancient Egypt or the Nile Valley. That the Mesopotamians were nothing but a small colony of the Nile Valley Africans that went over there and established what people call Mesopotamia. So what we talking about here is the pylon of the Egyptian temple. Now, when you go to the Cathedral of Notre Dame, you see Notre Dame, and so we talking about, in Paris or Paris, you talking about. So we talking about the Cathedral of Notre Dame, the Dame, and so we talking about Isis. You see what I'm saying? Because we can clearly go to Philae Island and show you the temple of Isis on there, and you can see where they get now on the church they call it the transept. The transept, okay, but in ancient Egypt is referred to as the pylon. Okay, so when you breaking it down, you looking at a blueprint, they call it the transept of the church, which is the pylon. You can look directly at it and see it's nothing but a replica of the front of the ancient Egyptian temple. Okay, we're going straight in their mouth, and we're not coming out until this goddamn presentation is over today. You see, and so again, when you look at it, now the question that I ask as we get into this if they didn't stole the sanctuary, then we assume that they stole not only the sanctuary, the sacred dynamic or dimensions of the sanctuary, the sacred and divine Masonic calculations of the Egyptian sanctuary for all sanctuaries on the earth. I don't want nobody to be confused about that. All sanctuaries on the earth, and we breaking that shit down. I'm gonna start with the church. And like I say, I want the Hindu niggas out there, and I want all of them, the Muslim niggas. I want all niggas to bring it at any given time, so I can put you out your misery. You see, some of you need to be put out your misery, and so that come on and work with me. You see, and see if I'm telling a goddamn lie. So you see the transept, even when you break it down to the side. I broke it down to the side so you can see. You see the pylon here to the left, the transept to the right. You see, I break it down for you again. I got this one even clearer. So you can see the pylon of the ancient Egyptian temple, the transept of the cathedral, the Christian cathedral. Break it down for you again to show you the pylon. And this is what it looked like from the front. So you understand that that's from the front. This is from the side. You see, this is from the side. Okay. Now, this shit is crazy. Where's that one at? No, I want to go. Yeah, right here. Right here. Now, see, some of these churches, they got more than one transept. You see, just like a lot of times, the Egyptian temple got more than one pylon. You understand? It takes you into a different part of the temple. Now, when you look here, now this is the great temple of Karnak. Okay, this is the mother. This is the great temple of Karnak, the largest temple complex that ever existed on the earth. It was connected to the great temple of. Now, this temple is sacred to the great god Amun, the supreme deity of Waset. If in Arab is referred to as Luxor, in the Greek it is referred to as Thebes. Okay, and so you see off in the back, you see one pylon here. I don't know if they ever completed this pylon to the left, because you see it's kind of chopped off. Even if you've seen it in real life, it's almost as if you understand what I'm saying? They didn't finish that pylon, so it's kind of chopped. You see this one over here finished, but this one but you see again, after you come, now this is the open court, the first courtyard that you come in. You see right here, you see the colonnade of Tararka of the 25th dynasty, and then you see another pylon. You see what I'm saying? And matter of fact, you see pylons all to the back. Now, when you they had that same concept even in the Christian church. You see what I'm saying? Where is that? Now, this is one aspect of it, and I'm gonna show you. You see how you got the first transept, and I believe you got a second one right here. You see? And so they're just like when you got the first, you're looking at the Egyptian temple at the bottom. You see the first pylon, and it's almost a replica. You see what I'm saying? You see the transept at the top, and then you come in here, and this is considered, the opening of the church. And so the first courtyard you come into is called some refer to it as the open courtyard, meaning there is where you have those who are not of the priesthood. The everyday individual could come into that aspect of it, but they couldn't go no further. You see what I'm saying? So when you see right here in the Christian cathedral, you see the same aspect, you see the same transept, damn near right there where the pylon is. You see what I'm saying? And I'll show you here again. Now, this is showing you a side view, but I need the one here. Now, see, this right here is Philae. This is the temple of Isis. You see, this is the temple of Isis. You see the first pylon, which is the transept in the Christian church, and then you see the second pylon. Now, when you come into that second pylon, you going into a more holier aspect of the temple. You're going into a more holier aspect of the temple. You see? And so let me come down here. Now, in front of the pylon in a lot of the temples, most of them, you got the two obelisks that sit in front, which are phallic symbols of the god Osiris. You see him right there. Now, this one, you can see right here in the aspect of the cathedral, you see that they have been built. Now, it's actually two things in one. You see what I'm saying? Because it's the pylon, and they also built, they kind of skinny. In the Egyptian temple, you see they wide on the side, and they got the obelisks in front. So what they did, they incorporated the tekins or the obelisks in with the pylon. So they the pylon and the damn tekin on the church. That's what it is. Goddamn, I mean, what part of this that niggas can't see? The Cro-Magnon already know this. They not stupid. You see what I'm saying? Nobody in their right mind who can looking you dead in your goddamn face. You see what I'm saying? So the question is, if they took the sacred sanctuary, you understand, they also took the sacred information off the walls. Everything that they got up out of the Nile Valley. Okay, you cannot find and show where this structure was taken from Israel. You cannot show where it was taken from Mesopotamia. You cannot show no other place. This was taken up out of the Nile. Okay, let's deal with it now. And you see again, matter of fact, is that the same? It's the same. That's the same. That's the same cathedral right there. Now, I'm gonna do the mosque later on. I'm just not gonna break down the blueprints for the mosque right now. So you see right here, even in the Mosque of Mecca, the Mosque of Mecca ain't nothing but because it took its architecture from the Catholics. You see what I'm saying? Who took it from ancient Egypt? So either you got it directly from ancient Egypt, or you got it indirectly. You got it from somebody who got it from ancient Egypt. That's how it worked. You see what I'm saying? And so even when you look at the Mosque of Mecca, and they got, and I can show you the multiple minarets. You got the individual minaret, which is still an obelisk. You see, it's still an obelisk. And I'll show you from the side so you can get a clear view that this. So the mosque, it don't make no goddamn difference if it's the Hindu temple. I want that guy that's doing all the research. I know he watched me anytime he wanted. He be talking ancient Indian, which and he he always talking about how India is so advanced, how they took anytime. Prevon, I don't know what his last name is. He with the ancient aliens, and at any time, Prevon, if you hear me, and I know you be watching, and I know you're gonna watch this one, because I'm gonna get on that Hindu temple, and I might get on it later on, just a little tad bit, just enough to go up and nigga and go in your mouth, you know what I'm saying, and let you know what I'm saying, and so you see right here, and he always talking about, and then I can show you where the Hindu temple is nothing but a replica of the Egyptian temple. No doubt about it. Not an if, not an and, not a doubt about it. So here again, you're looking at the cathedral, and so what they did, and you can see the pyramid is up in there too. You see what I'm saying? They got the pyramid up in there too. So all they did is they took the obelisk and they combined. So it's also the pylon and the obelisk in one. You see what I'm saying? They just built it into the church. That's all they did. And so again, looking at, I believe that's the mosque in Cairo right there. And keep going. And so we don't have to, and you can look at all the cathedrals. I want you to look. I want you to look. That's the pylon and the obelisk in one. You see? That's the pylon and the obelisk in one. They done stole your history. They done stole to all my brothers out there that are brothers, you understand, or the craft. They done stole your history. God, you need to wake up. If you ain't already woke up, you don't have to go to nobody. You don't have to sign up with no. If you did it because that, and I understand, that you felt that you needed, and that's all right. I'm not going to, attack us because I'm not attacking you. But I'm letting you know that you got a far greater legacy at home with your family, with your brothers, your ancestors that laid down the first and foremost brotherhood that has ever and ever will be on the planet Earth. And I want you to know that. So you see right here the pylon and the obelisk built into one that's very skinny. You understand what I'm saying? They fucking up. You understand? But that's what the European do. You see? And so let me come down here. Now, as you see, and I took that just to show you. You know what I'm saying? And so, matter of fact, let me come up here. Let me come up here. Let me come up here. Where I want to go with this. Where I want to go with this. I'm gonna come up here. I don't even want to because I want to break these down one by one. You see? And so again, as we look at the temple itself, and I'm gonna show you the blueprint. But as I said, they not only did they take the sanctuary, they also took, the sacred science of prayer, which also come up out of Africa. You see what I'm saying? And a lot of people is taking this, even though I was the first one to show this damn near 20 years ago. A lot of people is using and that's all right. You understand what I'm saying? I'm the one that manifested this and a whole lot of other shit that niggas out here stealing. You understand what I'm saying? I ain't mad at you if you're using it, but not nigga, y'all niggas out here wielding the shit like you did it. When I get something from Dr. Ben, or even I gave shout out to Matthew Alter. You understand what I'm saying? I give shout out what shout outs to do. It's profound for me to have sat at the feet of a lot of these great teachers. And so it's a great honor for me to call their name, you know what I'm saying, and say that yes, I did. You understand what I'm saying? But I picked that goddamn baton up, and goddamn it, I've been running that motherfucker like my new bow ever since. I built the goddamn shit to the sky. So, when the avatars, they supposed to add on to the last avatar. You understand what I'm saying? So I did that profoundly and still doing it. Even, goddamn, I'm just getting started. And so you see right there the fake Muslims. You see what I'm saying? Over there prostrating and shit. You understand what I'm saying? They didn't know none of that. They wasn't doing none of that. You see what I'm saying? Everything that they do, they got it up out the Nile Valley. Now, they didn't get it directly. They got it from, but see, we got to let them know that we know where where you got it. You got it indirectly from the Catholics. The Catholics taught y'all that. You understand what I'm saying? Gave you your book and shit, and that's why even in Islam, you see, they very profound with the worship of Mary. You understand? Mary is the only woman that is even spoken of by name in the book. You see, and that's how you know that the Catholic had a hand on Islam. People don't look at that aspect. In knowing that they are patriarchal bloodline, like they don't have no veneration. They don't call Muhammad mama. They don't get, I don't even know if Fatima not in the, I don't even think Fatima is in, shit. What need would she be? So the only woman that's spoken of by name in the Quran is Maryam. You see, and she didn't. It's only a couple of people that is called more than her. She's called more time than Muhammad. I believe she's even called more time than Jesus, Esau. The only other person that I think that been called more time in the Quran than Mary is maybe Abraham. You understand what I'm saying? That's it. You see what I'm saying? But see, why is the profoundness of Miriam in Islam, knowing they some goddamn patriarchal goat herder, is because of that aspect of, you see in Catholicism how they venerate Mary, even though in the book is no justification. You understand what I'm saying? Of why they venerate her to that extent, because that's coming out of the great worship of the African mothers and goddesses that came up out of Africa. It had nothing to do with them. So as they were stealing the temple designs, they were stealing up off of the walls, and they still stealing up off of the walls right now to this day. So you see even the sacred prayers and prostrations, and you see what I'm saying? So, I love showing this one. And you can see Malcolm X. Is him on there? Yeah, let me get him in there. See, he profound. You see, I don't know, how long, Malcolm would have developed, because I see he was going to Africa. You see what I'm saying? I don't know. If he would have, because Dr. Ben was dropping science, and Dr. John Henry Clark, you understand, was working with Malcolm X, that I don't know how close he knew he was returning home to the original religion of the Nile Valley. See, that didn't have nothing to do with the Muslims. They didn't have nothing to prostration. Yeah, Malcolm X one step closer to home. You see now, and even when you talk about Aset, see, this is where you see, and Mary wept, and they say Mary wept, but Aset wept for Osiris. See, this is her weeping. When her hands is over her face, that's showing that she's weeping. You see, she's weeping. So now they got this Cro-Magnon Mary up there. She wept for Jesus. See, so I'm showing you the temple. I can't show you all today because this is 30, but I'm trying to boom, and show you, and know what I'm saying? Not only is they taken, and then you got these so-called, Mussolimas and shit that supposedly, and they out there, they stealing. You see what I'm saying? They stealing from the great African mother. You see what I'm saying? All of them is thieving. Okay, now let's look at the blueprint. Let's look at the blueprint. Let me get on up here before we run out of time. And if I'll come back on a stronger note, I'm gonna do a full lecture of this. Now, when you look at the blueprints, okay, you look from the top. Now, matter of fact, this is a Hindu temple. Let me take that out of there so you can see. Let me show you. Pylon don't want no smoke. You understand what I'm saying? Because they all on the sacred oblong. Now, the oblong may change, the dimensions may change, but, it's still on the oblong, and I'll break it down for you. Okay, now, where's the basilica? Let me get the basilica in there. Now, this is a basilica. You see? And I'll break this down. Now, you see this the transept. I actually got this upside down. We are now that you know what it is, see, that part is the transept. You see? I got to make sure. You see that's the transept. Okay? Now, it actually look, and I put it this way, but this is the transept right there. And so you can see this, it's still an oblong, but it looked more like this front row of the temple go back here. You see, but you could change it around. It's an oblong. It ain't got to be exactly alike. And then you see you got the open court here, and you got a inner court here. And you will see you can see right here that these is the columns. And see up under here, if you can't see, but when you get inside the temple, you will see the columns right there. You up under this aspect of the roof. This would have been closed in anyway. You see, I believe this is the open court, so this part probably would have been open, but this back here would have had a roof over it. So you can see that the sacred oblong, just as the Masons asked, why is the lodge oblong? Because it's east to west is 300 and it's 360 degrees north and south it's 180 degrees. And so this is this right here is the Egyptian temple. But when you come down here, now this is the Greek temple. To see, now this is the Egyptian temple, but this is the Greek temple. It's no different. It's the same as the goddamn the basilica. The Greek temple is also oblong. This is where you call the Holy of Holies. In this inner part, now this is also a cathedral. You see what I'm saying? This is a cathedral. Now, I believe this is the transept right here, but I don't know if this is the opening. Sometimes they put it in the back. You see what I'm saying? You put it in the back, but you see, I believe these are the steps right here that lead up into it. And so this to me is the open. This is the first right here. Because as you go in, back here is the Holy of Holies. And in the Egyptian temple right here is the Holy of Holies. In here be the Ark. You see what I'm saying? So this is the same blueprint. I'm going to break it down for y'all a lot more in detail, but I just wanted to touch on some things. I just wanted to touch on some things today that is still without any dispute. It's without any dispute that the Christian church is nothing but a replica of the ancient Egyptian temple. Family, I want to thank y'all for being here today. You understand what I'm saying? I ran through this mug and did about 5 in a row. You see what I'm saying? I'm going to tap out and I'm going to be back black tomorrow early. Want to thank you again. Tap into some of them links. You understand? Support the general. This is General saying, hey, arm yourself with knowledge. Bang on that wicked ass beast daily. Liberation. They say they taught this in my black professor too. Oh, that's good there. That's good. Okay, family. This is the general saying, hey, arm yourself with knowledge. Yep, I'm going to come in brown noon. Arm yourself with knowledge. Bang on that wicked ass beast daily. Liberation through African education and confrontation. Black power.